So this entire interview has a game involved with it, and you can't say Florida or Gators. So good luck on that one. And also, just so that we don't lose the entire audience that watches this later on, Wyatt Langford, great to have you on. I'm going to try and at least ask you one baseball question about MLB before we eventually go back to the college that AJ didn't attend. So great to see you. And how was that wild journey for you last year as a rookie in the big leagues?
Yeah, man, it was great. We had a really good group of guys, older guys, and they did a really good job kind of showing us younger guys the way.
Wyatt,
So
go ahead,
AJ.
Scotty. No, I was just going to say that, you guys, I'm going to let you guys talk MLB, but what I want to know is I had your guys early in the year last year, and Boach was like, this guy's going to be a stud. You got to see this guy. See him. I know it was like the first week. He's like, he hasn't got off to a great start, but just wait. So how much did it mean to have for your manager to have confidence in you? Even though, the year didn't start off obviously the way you had an unbelievable spring training, didn't get off to a great start, but your manager the whole time. And I had a bunch of Ranger games. He was like, just wait, Langford's going to – no, he's like, just wait, Langford's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's super cool. He was on my side the whole time, even before spring training, So it was super cool, especially, coming from a guy of that kind of stature. It definitely helped. And he's amazing. I mean, you can't ask for a better manager to play for.
How much of a difference was the regular season and spring training? Because spring training, you hit all the home runs. Like, you had all the baseballs going over the fence. And then you hit a little rough patch. How much harder is that transition than people know?
Yeah, it's – You guys hear me still?
Yeah, you're good. There you go.
There you go now.
That's good.
Help me out. Yeah. No, it's definitely a lot different. I probably wasted a little too many during spring last year. But it's a whole different ball game for sure. You're facing true big league guys every single day versus spring training. It kind of mixes in.
Spring training doesn't count, by the way.
Yeah, it does not. It does not.
I know you've only been
kind of wasted.
This is your second one now.
I'm wasting them already.
You want to hit one or two, right? Just so you feel good about yourself. Yeah. You know you can do it, and then you're like, all right, I'll take 50 line outs. Yeah. I'll take 50 line outs, the other 50 at bats, and move on.
We're learning.
Yes, you'll get there. All right, so I wanted to talk about your story. I know your story because obviously I followed your career. I don't even know if Kratz and Scott know your story, but you went to Florida out of high school. You're from Gainesville, right outside Gainesville.
Yep.
Went to Trenton High School. You were a catcher, and your freshman year, you had what, 2 at bats?
4
at bats.
Yeah.
Sorry, I undersold you. You had 4 at bats, right? And he was the bullpen catcher on the team.
Yep.
And the next year, you changed your body. You got stronger.
Kind of, yeah.
Right, but then you played the outfield.
Yeah.
And you were all SEC, all American, and then you went on to be a first-round draft pick. Explain that process, because most people would have left.
Yeah.
Would have transferred, and you stayed, fought it out, and then became one of the best players.
Yeah. I grew up a Florida Gator fan. We live about 45 minutes away. So that was all I ever wanted to do. I mean, transferring never really crossed my mind. I had like travel ball coaches and stuff kind of like bring it up, like, hey, there's definitely places.
Were you a Gator ball guy?
No, Florida Hardballers.
Okay.
Yeah, which is right there out of Gainesville. They're kind of like two. It's like Gator Ball and then Florida Hardballers. So yeah, I came up with them. John Kalachi, he's the owner. He's awesome. He is really probably the reason I got to Florida. Talking in Sully's ear and stuff. Because I wasn't like the most highly touted high schooler and stuff. Florida was my only offer. It was the only school I talked to. But yeah, then I got there my freshman year. It was a little weird, that was the first season after COVID. So it was different. But we weren't out at the field all the time, didn't get to really spend a ton of time in front of like the coaches and everything. But I did well. I hit really well in the fall, hit really well in the spring before the season. And then the season kind of came and I just never really played. I never really got a chance. I was down in the bullpen, catching, and then I got like 4 at bats in like the 9th inning when we were up by 12 or something. But yeah, so that summer I went and played summer ball. I was playing first base, catcher, and then I came back in my sophomore year in the fall, and I was still catching at the time. I started hitting really good, and then we had a we had like one of our fall games or whatever. We had a doubleheader. I had like 4 or 5 hits or something. And the next day they told me to go to the outfield.
Hey, you hit, they'll find a place for you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and pretty much since then, I never went back.
Good for you.
When you change your body, what does that mean? AJ said you changed your body.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what everyone says.
That's the story, man. That's the story. But you know, there wasn't much that changed, honestly. I mean, I might have got faster, a little more physical, but there wasn't much that changed. It's kind of the story.
No, I tell you, when your body changed, you didn't have to catch anymore.
Yeah,
and he was standing out in the outfield going, "Man, my legs feel amazing. This is great."
Yeah, that is true. I definitely don't miss it. Yeah,
you got an opportunity to play.
Yeah, exactly. He came in not my sophomore year, but wait, yeah, he did. He come in my sophomore year, I guess. But we had a couple other catchers. I was not a good catcher. Like I was not a good catcher. Like I didn't deserve.
You were a good hitter.
Yeah, I didn't deserve to play really. I wasn't like super mad about not playing. There was definitely catchers that were better than me.
Wyatt, back to the big leagues for a moment. Just what was your welcome to the big leagues moment in your mind? Whether it was something you did positively or, you know, you're facing someone and you're like, damn, I'm facing so-and-so. This is real.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. Like, I feel like I didn't really have that moment, you know. Opening day, like debut, was probably as close as it got.
You scored the winning run, right?
I have no idea. Yeah, I think I did actually.
It was against the Cubs. You scored the winning run.
I think I might have. I know Jonah walked it off. I was either on base or I scored.
Come on, you were at your first big league game.
Well, I don't remember if I scored or someone else scored, but I know I was on base. But I don't think I scored it. I think I was on first because I just hit a ground ball. But anyways, opening day, you know, we were sold out. It was first game after winning the World Series. Those guys won the World Series. So it was a huge crowd, lots of hype. That was really awesome. And then I'd probably say the other moment was when we played in Dodger Stadium. That was really cool. You know, it was not ever somewhere I was like, man, I really want to play in Dodger Stadium. But I don't know, just whenever I got there, just kind of like the feel of the stadium, you know, and the obviously their team, really good team. So that was a cool moment.
There's a lot of learning in your first year in the big leagues. One of the things that we talked about on the show was how on earth did you keep it together with those 3 strike calls that Angel had on you in that one at bat? Like we've never seen it. We talked about it, never seen it.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Sometimes I'll that video pop up and I'll see it. I was like, I think it gets worse every time I see it.
Some of those pitches are like this far off the plate.
The last one was. It had to have been like 8 inches off the plate.
Did you not say anything?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't seeing it good at the time, so that might have been part of it. But I was seeing it good enough to know that.
Angel, listen, I'm not seeing the ball great, but I'm not seeing it that bad.
Yeah,
now.
I should have said something, but I
retired after that.
So he did.
Maybe you retired him.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Wait, I have a quick one on that. Did you? It's been a minute. He's not in the league anymore. Did you feel like it was some rookie hazing action, or that he legitimately was so off his game? Because from the outside perspective, it's like, here's a rookie, you know, big deal player in the league, message being sent right now.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly. I didn't really that never even really crossed my mind. I was just mad because I think it was bases loaded, like 1 out, like big situation against the Astros. And that happens. It's like, dude, that sucks.
We've all been there. All right, before we go, because we have to go live on the air. Florida, can they get to the Final Four in basketball? Can they win a national championship?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
I saw you in the front row cheering, waving the towel.
No, they're freaking awesome, man. I've watched just about every game. I got them winning it. They're going to be in my winner in my brackets.
That's why we get along right there, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
10 times.
Right. Take your UF
10 times Carter Gator was said.
They should be number 1 team in the country.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out in a month. Why? Awesome to have you on, man. Thanks for joining us here for the first time. We'll catch you during the year, okay?
Yeah, guys. Thanks for having me on.